Right now, tribal nations around the Great Lakes are fighting to stop a proposed pipeline tunnel that would pass directly underneath sacred waters, threatening to harm the local environment, wildlife, economy, and the people who have treasured this land since time immemorial. For the Anishinaabe people, the Straits of Mackinac are the heart of Turtle Island and the center of their creation story. The Straits waters are essential to their cultural survival, and the area remains an important site for ceremony and for tribal subsistence and commercial fishing rights, guaranteed to them by the 1836 Treaty of Washington. At the Straits crossing, Line 5 splits into two dual pipelines, which sit exposed on the bottomlands between Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. The dual pipelines have been struck by ship anchors before, and they threaten a rupture directly into the Straits. Enbridge, the company responsible, has repeatedly been told to stop the flow of oil through the Straits, ignoring calls from tribal nations, state government, and even the United Nations to cease operations of its Line 5 pipeline. The dual pipelines were installed in the Straits in 1953, and were expected to operate for just 50 years. This year, the dual pipelines turned 72. When Enbridge's Line 6B spilled over 1 million gallons into the Kalamazoo River in 2010, Bay Mills Indian community knew that the threat Line 5 poses to their sacred lands and waters was too great, and the state of Michigan knew it too. Ignoring public and tribal outcry and even a state revocation order to stop the flow of oil, Enbridge has continued to illegally operate the dual pipelines. Worse, Enbridge proposed and aggressively pushed for state and federal agencies to allow them to build a tunnel to house Line 5. The tunnel would keep oil flowing for at least 100 more years. The risks of a pipeline like this are too obvious to ignore. The Line 5 system has already leaked at least 33 times, spilling more than 1 million gallons of oil. A confined pipeline tunnel like this has never been attempted. An explosion or leak in the Straits would be devastating to local ecology and to the Great Lakes, which supply water to more than 40 million people. Enbridge is a Canadian company, taking crude oil from Alberta, Canada, and transporting it through the United States and the Great Lakes to be refined in Ontario and primarily sold to Canadian markets. Decommissioning Line 5 wouldn't meaningfully impact Michigan gas prices, jobs, or the fuel supply. Enbridge's own experts admit this. Line 5 is dangerous. Enbridge knows it, the people of Michigan know it, and Bay Mills Indian community knows it. Governor Whitmer has an opportunity to do right by Michiganders and the tribal nations by opposing the Great Lakes Tunnel Project and decommissioning Line 5.